What is up, my game dev homo sapiens? Now, as you already know, programming is a big part of game development. Thank you for staying in the obvious, teacher. But the misconception here is that beginners and people who are trying to get into game development think that everything is about programming and you just need to learn how to code, you just need to learn those algorithms, you just need to mix up the algorithms, learn how to create your own and how to solve problems using algorithms. And that's everything you need to know in order to become a pro game developer and a pro game coder. Well, that is not the case, because more often than not, you are going to have problems that you need to solve in your code. So the main thing or the main part in programming is problem solving. That is the first thing that you need to master to be good at problem solving. Now, this comes with time, and the more you spend time coding, the more time you get into it, the more time you experiment, you will get good at solving problems. You will be able to spot common problems that happen and you will learn how to solve them quickly. But more important than that, by the way, did you hear about my Ultimate Game Development Academy? You can access 79 courses with over 520 hours of content for free. Yeah, I know it's crazy. You can access that for free. Just click the link down below and, get started for the day. It's free. I mean, did I mention it's free? Yeah, it's free. So, click the link below and I will see you inside. In order to solve the problems that you have in programming, you will need to learn how to search for those problems online, basically for the solutions of those problems online. Now, I know that big pro programmers, pro software engineers, people who are veterans in the industry will be like, technically, you are not a programmer. I don't care. Just leave the comment down below, whatever you say, I don't care, but, push the algorithm. By the way, subscribe to the channel if you didn't do that already. But all jokes aside, the main skill of a programmer is to be able to use online resources for your own advantage. And it's not the first time I'm talking about this, but I need to emphasize it because it's really important. If you take me, for example, the first thing that I do when I have a problem, I just go online and search for it. How to do this, how to do that, how to make the player double jump, how to make this, how to make that, and so on and so forth. So that's the main thing when it comes to it. And knowing how to ask questions, knowing where to search on Google, on Stack Overflow, Unity Answers, Unreal Engine, Help Desk, whatever engine you're using, their help community, and so on and so forth. This is the essential part of you becoming a programmer. It's not only about, because people only think that's about going online, finding an answer, copy pasting it, and putting it in your code, and voila, magically you have a solution. It's not about that. Yes, people do that. Yes, I do that. Yes, veteran programmers who are smart do that. But that's not the main thing here. The main thing is that you will see other people's answers. You will see what other people think, how they approach to solve a problem. You will inspect and see their code. You have a free block of code that somebody put online that you can use for your own advantage, be that to solve your problem, be that to inspect it and see and understand what is going on behind that code, how somebody came up with that code. And that way you will learn, because most of the times, all the calculations that you need, everything that you need to implement in your game that you find online is 99% of the times the same thing. So if you need to calculate an angle of a projectile, you find that solution once, and the same principles apply to every projectile calculation that you ever create in any game in the future. So when you learn what is behind that code, when you learn how somebody came up with it, when you learn all the formulas, all the calculations that go into it, then you are good to do that on your own, and you are richer for, information that you didn't know before, for a technique of calculating something in your game that you didn't know before. That is the main purpose of finding the answers online. That, and of course, solving your problems. Because as I said, beginners, they don't know how to do this. Intermediate developers think that you are not a programmer if you don't do everything on your own. Veterans are similar like that, except the ones who are smart. Now, I'm not, I forgot the word that I'm looking for. I'm not saying that people who don't do that are not smart. All that I'm saying is, or I'm not saying that they are stupid. All that I'm saying is that they are taking the longer route. Your main goal as a programmer, especially if you work in a company, is to solve the given problem in the most efficient and in the most quickest way possible. Sometimes you don't have to solve it efficiently. You can just solve it quickly, and then later on, you will make that code efficient and optimized, because that is, if it takes you a week to solve a problem and somebody can solve that same problem in, 5 hours a day, then you do the math. Who is going to get a better position or get a position in a company, and who is not going to get that position? And especially in your projects, time is money, my friend. And I'm not saying, money is everything, but when I say time is money, the faster you create your projects, the faster you ship them, the faster you can move on to the next project, the faster you can build more and more projects to have in your portfolio, to have in your profile, to have on your website, to, have on your Steam page, whatever, to sell, to distribute, and the faster you will start to earn income as an indie game developer. So, mastering the art, the craft of asking online for a specific question, for searching for the answers, and knowing how to, differentiate between the answers that you get, which one is, the most efficient, and so on and so forth. All of this will come over time, but you need to start doing it right now. You need to start searching for the solutions of your problems right now online, and basically don't wait. So anytime you face a new problem, if you try to solve it on your own, that's good. That's the first thing that I do. I try to solve it. If it's too complicated, then I simply search it online. And for issues like, something that is, engine related, be that Unreal, be that Unity, whatever, if it's engine related, if it shows me, block tiles cannot be done this and that and yada, 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 I search that online directly. I don't search online for problems like null reference exception or array index out of bounds or stuff like that. That is basic stuff that you will get used to after a month or two spending in the code, in the editor, and writing code, and seeing the errors and stuff like that. But everything else that is, as I said, engine related, something that I know is not caused by null reference exception or lack of, references in the code and so on and so forth, I search that online right away. And what I find, I study, I try to implement it, I see if it works, then I comment one line out and see what the effect will be. Sometimes I change the values. If there is some calculation and there are numbers involved in that calculation, I will change the numbers, mix them up, put a lower value, put a higher value to see what will actually, happen in the game when I run it. And that way I see the effect of the code, I see how I can change the code, how that code fits in with my code, fits in with my game, and essentially I understand what the code is doing, how it is structured, and how it is built. And automatically I learned one thing, and that takes me a matter of minutes. Now, of course, if you're just starting out, this will be hard in the beginning. I'm not going to sugarcoat it like a lot of people do online. Oh yeah, you can do that basically in 2 days. I mean, you can learn game development in 4 weeks, be job ready and apply for 6-figure jobs. No, that's not realistic. It's not realistic that you learn for 4 weeks and then apply for 6-figure salary jobs. That's not realistic. So don't expect to learn everything that I said in a matter of 2 days, in a matter of 3 days, or, whatever. Be patient. It comes with time, but I'm telling you this now so that you know that you should also incorporate that part in your learning, because a lot of people, me included, I understood this way after I learned how to code, because before I understood that I need to search online, that I need to find, the solutions and so on and so forth, I try to do everything on my own. I try to solve problems on my own. I try to, come up with something, because I was, a good programmer. But then I talked to one of my teachers at my computer science college, and I didn't finish it, by the way. I'm a dropout. I'm very proud. I'm not saying that you should drop out, but, I am very proud for dropping out of college. That is my, biggest achievement in life. But one of the teachers there, Andrew, he is from USA, by the way. And I mean, he told me that, he told me, yeah, of course, I don't solve everything on my own. He's like, I'm not crazy, So yeah, I don't want to rant anymore about that. That was, the wisdom, the knowledge that I shared. What else can I say? Subscribe to the channel. And I don't want to beg for subscribes and likes, but I mean, I do have to, because I want to reach 100K. I'm hoping to do that by the end of this year. I only have 10K subscribers left. Come on, you can do it, guys. You can, just push me a little bit in that algorithm. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.